Sky Squad, we're back in the building, y'all. We are back in the motherfucking building. Okay. Happy Friday, y'all. Y'all know something? I'm really bothered today. I am bothered by this gray that is growing in my beard. We got to do something about this right away, y'all. It's gonna be gone by this weekend. Trust and believe, trust and believe me. Listen, happy Friday, y'all. If you are in that chatterization, go ahead and drop that location down there, because we like to know where our people are watching from. If you have not yet joined the Sky Squad, I mean, I don't really know what you're waiting on. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and join the Sky Squad. Go ahead and hit me at 202-918-3386, and I will put you in the loop to get all the text notifications every time a new video drops here or any one of my other channels. Okay. Now, who else? Who's in the building? Hey, Crystal, how you doing? Hey, Francine, what's going on? ATL in the building, Louisville. Hey, I see you. Hey there. BK in the building, okay? Donnie Mac, see, I got to get rid of it because I just feel like it make me look dusty. You know what I'm saying? But thank you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Y'all like the gray? I don't like the gray. I don't like the gray, y'all. I don't like it. Texas in the building. Hey, Toronto. Vaughn says, embrace the gray. I'm going to embrace it right on out. Okay. Houston's in the building. NYC, Bmore, New Jersey. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, Houston in the building. A lot of Houston in here today. Okay. Motor City, baby. Y'all saying embrace the gray. Gray is wisdom. Okay. But this black gonna be wisdom too. Okay. The black is gonna be wisdom too. Okay. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today. We're gonna be talking about Yolanda. Heck no, Richie embraced the gray. It's super sexy. Welcome to the Silver Squad. I ain't trying to be silver, y'all. I'm trying to keep this thing jet to the black, okay? Jet to the black. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Listen, Pamela said, cut it off. Well, Pamela, no, I ain't gonna cut it off. Y'all want me to look like a little kid running around up in here, cutting off my beard. What? You think I'm crazy? We're talking about Wendy Williams today, y'all, and we're also talking about the Salt Lake City reunion trailer that just dropped. And so we're gonna dive into Wendy Williams first, okay? I'm not trying to join the Silver Fox Squad yet, okay? Let me be the Black Wolf, okay? That's what I'm trying to stay in. I'm trying to stay in that category, all right? So, I'll join the Silver Fox Squad in give me about 15 more years. That's when I would prefer it, right? But for right now, let me go ahead and keep and stay in the Black Wolf, all right? Wendy Williams, y'all. Let's talk about it. Let me pull up a visual. Now, you guys know Wendy Williams has been going through this situation with Wells Fargo, where they have pretty much frozen her assets because, there is some speculation that there is some not so great things happening within her team, or there is speculation that she is unable to manage her funds herself appropriately. So Wells Fargo is waiting for or trying to determine who or what entity will act as Wendy's power of attorney in this type of situation, okay? Now, we told you guys yesterday that Wendy had actually hired Kevin Hunter's lawyer, okay? So the speculation, as per Radar Online and a couple of other sites, like I saw it on OK Magazine as well, was that she has fallen back on assistance from Kevin Hunter, who is allegedly once again acting in a manner that would be equivalent to management, okay? The source tells Radar Online, quote, Wendy has no one in her life but Kevin. She never had close friends and hasn't spoken with her staff in months. After her mom passed, Wendy didn't even have a family. All she has is Kevin and the son they share together, okay? And then there was recently a photo that popped up of Wendy and her father, okay? Now, the source also says Kevin is back in her life again out of necessity. He might not have treated her right in the past, but when he was in her life, none of this crazy stuff happened. He would never have allowed her bank to freeze her assets and would have made sure that Wendy went to work each day. All right. Now, the lawyer in question, her name is the name is LaShawn Thomas, okay? And Kevin apparently uses LaShawn Thomas as the lead counsel on various business ventures. Now, the source says, of course, Kevin had a hand in Wendy hiring LaShawn Thomas. Kevin is back and he and Wendy are getting close again. But LaShawn Thomas disagrees and says Kevin did not request that I represent Wendy. And apparently the lawyer sounded defensive when responding to this and says, whatever is going on with Wendy, I don't disclose to him. I believe in protecting attorney-client privilege. Okay. Now, another an alleged pal states, love her, hate Kevin. This ish never went down on his watch. Watch, Wells Fargo isn't going to mess with Kevin. He is going to unlock her bank accounts. Okay. Now, we know, as per our discussion yesterday, that these records will be sealed at this point in time. So we won't know, in terms of us as a general public, what will go on in this situation unless we get some type of notification from Wendy, okay, or her team, or Wells Fargo for that matter. Here's what I will say about this whole situation. You know, given the apparent disarray of her of what's happening in her team at the moment, it would not surprise me if, per a recommendation from Kevin, she hired his attorney. Okay. It would not surprise me, because sometimes, listen, at the end of the day, they still share a son together. So it, to me, makes sense that he would want to, it would be in his best interest to help her out in some way, shape, or form. Now, it may ultimately benefit him, but again, all the more reason to help her out and to help her get her finances back in some type of working order. Okay. Now, I see a lot of you guys in the chat saying that you don't trust Kevin. Now, if the lawyer is stating, as was posted on Radar Online, the lawyer says Kevin did not request that I represent Wendy. I mean, that's up for debate as to what or how that came about, because what the lawyer is saying could be true, and it could have been a situation where Kevin could have talked to Wendy and told her this is who you need to hire. Okay. In which case, what the lawyer is saying would be true. Now, again, this is all speculation that I'm and conjecture right now. Now, when the lawyer says whatever is going on with Wendy, I don't disclose to him, I believe in protecting the attorney-client privilege, that can still happen as well, because the lawyer wouldn't need to say anything is going on. The lawyer wouldn't even need to say, Kevin, this is what we did with Wendy, because ultimately, yes, there is attorney-client privilege, but it would still behoove Kevin if the lawyer does help this situation out with Wendy. Bottom line, he benefits. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it would make sense to me if he did recommend this. And if he is somehow behind the scenes helping her. And if she does, for some reason, feel like she can trust him, because I'm pretty sure it could be difficult to figure out who to trust. They still share a child together. Okay. I don't know what's happening with her management right now. That seems up for debate as well. So I don't know. I really don't know what the situation is at this point. While those documents have been sealed, I am pretty sure we will hear about the outcome of this situation regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because the people be on it. All right. Now, let's talk about Salt Lake City real quick. I ain't gonna hold y'all long today, but we got to talk about Salt Lake City and what's going on down in the streets of Utah. We got this reunion coming up. Thank you so much for the super chat, Tweety 17. This looks sus. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean. It ain't. Side note, what do people use buttermilk for? Pancakes? Biscuits? I never use buttermilk. But I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, though. Okay. Salt Lake City. I went ahead and gave y'all the Wendy stuff first because I know a lot of y'all would prefer, that information. But for some of y'all like Salt Lake City, so we're going to get into it. All right. Cakes, biscuits, cornbread, buttermilk pie, chicken, cornbread, pie, buttermilk pie. What is a buttermilk pie? I ain't never had none of that. Let me know in the chat what a buttermilk pie is.
Housewives of Salt Lake.
All right. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion trailer is out. And, we're going to do a little reaction to it. All right. Y'all saying it's the best pie in the world. Not the best pie in the world. Well, Lord, I'm missing out. Where can I get me a buttermilk pie? Somebody let me know. Meanwhile, Salt Lake City. We're going to react to this a little bit. Everybody's back except Mary.
Yes.
We have to remove Jen's gloves.
It's a mask.
Oh, she had on gloves with that outfit as well. Oh, no. No. Y'all know what those gloves look like? Have y'all ever seen, there was these little things that they used to make back in the 80s that used to dangle from the ceiling or whatever. That's what they look like. My grandma used to have some at her house, and it was a hallway, entryway, and they would dangle from the sides and hang down from the ceiling. Y'all remember them things? That is just too much for this outfit. Take them off, Jen. Yes, I did cover up Jenny's face. Okay.
Mary chose not to join us tonight.
Why they keep focusing the camera on her when they're talking about Mary?
Very upset that you called her a predator.
He told me that he had a relationship with her. I thought it was
I'm assuming they're talking about Cameron.
He said anything. Let me talk, please.
Whoop.
You're threatening everyone is what you're doing.
Is she?
That's how I.
Why is she even talking? Why is she here, Ike? Let me mute her.
Feels like on my end is like, hey Jen, we can treat you like because you need all the friends you can get right now.
Well, you on me, and I still showed up for you.
Heather. Here's the thing about Heather and Jen. Heather, you know Jen is going to pop off on you at any point in time. Heck, you told us that she called you Shrek and the manatee when we had to look up what a manatee was, okay? Oh, chandelier gloves. You told us that she called you the Shrek, the manatee, and you still got her back. Now, to me, after the first time she called you a name, that was your time to set a boundary. The second time she called you a name, that was your time to say, listen, I don't know if we could be friends. Now, the third time, you are a willing participant in the cycle of trauma that you are experiencing at the hands of this person. Now, I like Jen Shaw as a housewife, but I'm just going by the things that Heather has said. And so then every time something goes on, you want to throw it back up in Jen's face that she has done this to you and that to you, and you still standing by her. You are the one who is choosing to stay in this situation. At a certain point in time, I blame you. Okay?
You always there for Mary. Come
Jenny,
to Mary.
Oh, why are they so on Mary and Meredith's friendship? Why is it? Why can't these two women who are always under attack from everybody else gather together and commiserate and protect each other and have they back? I mean, nobody says anything about it that Whitney and Heather have each other's back like nobody else's business. You know what I'm saying? Why can't these two women have each other's back? That's what I don't understand.
That's because I felt under attack by you the entire season.
I mean, and it's the truth. You know, it felt to me almost as though because Lisa had an issue with Mary, it seemed like she who shall not be named and shall not be shown on this channel, okay, anymore. It seemed like she had an issue with Mary and Meredith because of Lisa's issues with them, okay? And again, that is why, and we all know that she who shall not be named, who is blurred out, why I have blurred her out, because we're not going to give airtime to this woman anymore, okay? Nope.
You called my husband a sugar daddy, and you put me and the work I've done.
Well, I definitely don't think that Coach Shaw is a sugar daddy. I mean, if it's anything, we not gonna call him as a sugar daddy, because it sounds like she was the money machine in the relationship based on the way she would spend it. Y'all remember last season she had spent $80,000 for she had spent the $80,000 for Meredith's birthday party. That's a lot of money to spend for somebody that's not even talking to you anymore. You know, I just had to say that. You know what I'm saying?
Down. Why does it keep coming up?
You're being charged with fraud and money
And you're
laundering.
innocent until proven guilty.
She's still maintaining her innocence, y'all. I mean, listen, I cannot be mad at her for simply saying, I didn't do it. Lots of I don't want to say lie because I'm not going to call her a liar, but I'm just going to say this. Stick with your story until the end, okay? Until the end, until the very bitter end. Now, I hope she didn't do these things, because selfishly, I'm just going to admit she is a very interesting housewife and she's fabulous as a housewife. But, but if she did do it, pay them people their money back.
Did you ever question where the money came from?
That's a good question. I have been wondering and wanting to know this, but of course, none of the women on here is going to ask anything about anything dealing with Jen Shaw, because they would be much rather focused on what Meredith and Mary was doing. What was Mary doing? What was Meredith doing? Why didn't Meredith come to the retreat? Why was Meredith at her father's memorial? Why did her, it's just, it's smoke and mirrors. It's like almost like we're going to focus on this so we don't focus on Jen Shaw's situation. In which case, we had, when we think about it in retrospect, we had Down to the Beverly Hills. We had at least Garcelle and Sutton was asking the actual real questions, because they need to know too. And Erica was more or less in the Coach Shaw situation, and with this whole thing and the way that it works out. If you really think about it, Erica and Coach Shaw are pretty much kind of in similar situations. Not the same, absolutely not the same, but in terms of being with a spouse who is now under investigation and has charges and all kinds of lawsuits and things like that going against them, we never did ask any questions. Man, what did you know? When all the spending was going on, what was you thinking? Was you think, because for me, okay, for me, I want to know, if I see my spouse, okay, or my significant other or whatever coming in the house, spent a bill of allegedly $80,000, okay, if I saw that on the television screen, I'm asking some questions. Now, how did you get this money? What was you doing? How did you make it? Because I mean, I need you to spend that. I mean, because for real, we can spend that $80,000. We can go on vacation together. Okay, so why wasn't you taking me on no vacations?
There's one charge that's 30 years and one charge that's 20 years. Is that right?
I don't know.
You don't know what the charge is? It's kind of.
How don't you know what them charges are? This has been going on for a year at this point. You don't know what these charges are that came out against you back in March? What you mean you don't know? How you don't know? It's people online that know. I can head on over to the Emily D. Baker's page right now. She can tell me exactly what the charges are. I can go search Ronald Richards. He know what the charges are. I'm sure your lawyer know what the charges are. But why don't you know what the charges are? Help me understand.
Seem like some sort of a truth dump for you.
No,
like
it wasn't.
Do you think she's a whore?
No, I do not.
The
Ooh.
venom and hatred that the delivery came with is what resonated. I was sick.
Lisa, you got some explaining to do. Okay, she might need a shot of tequila.
You called us inbred polygamous cousins, Lisa.
I was wondering if that was gonna come up, okay? Because you know, the people was going off. I totally forgot to mention it when Mary had said that Heather don't even know that she looked inbred. But the internet show did remind me that this was not a comment that only Mary had made. And I was wondering if they was gonna address the comment on the show, and it looks like they are.
I did not. I can yell just as loud as you. I can poke just as far as you. I can do this just as much as you. Just pile on, bitch.
They going in. Okay? In. She said she was on a rant. I think she's going off on production at this point. Okay? And everybody looking, and now she leaving. Now, let me say this. Did she leave? Because if she didn't really leave, I do not want to see this little scene right here with her walking out the door, making me think that she left. Okay? Because see, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. They did that to me. They did that to all of us when we was watching the, what review was that? What reunion was it? Was Love and Marriage Huntsville. We thought that Melody had left the building, had got her stuff packed up in the SUV, and we saw the SUV drive off into the sunset. Okay? But we never saw that moment play out on the reunion. Why is it? Why is it? Why? Why? Okay? So when I see Lisa Barlow walk off the set, okay? And mind you, Lisa has given us some very good TV, okay? But when we see Lisa walk off this set, she better be gone, okay? She better just, I want to see her get in the car, and I want to see the car drive away. I want to see her get in the helicopter. I want to see the helicopter fly away. I want to see her get in the limousine, and I want to see the limousine boot, scoot, and buggy down the street. I want to see her get in the horse and carriage, and I want to see the horse giddy up down the street and her leaving the reunion, because otherwise that right there is anticlimactic. Okay, don't even put it in the trailer if it's not going to be real. Okay. Because if she was just going to her trailer for lunch, then that was a misdirect. And I don't like those. Because we don't even need to do that. Again, we going to watch it anyway. You don't have to fool us with this moment that did not exist. Okay? I didn't work myself up a little bit. I did. I don't know why that irks me so much when I see something that I know is probably not going to be like, it's not going to play out the way that I think. Like, who do they think we are at this point? We are very savvy viewers. And when you give us these moments, when you promise us a moment, or when you allude to a moment happening, we need to see it happen. Otherwise, don't show it. Because there's a way that you can make trailers engaging without fooling me. Okay? Just don't fool me. I'm still going to watch. Just don't fool me. You know what I'm saying? Now, I apologize in advance, even though I'm not on the network, because as we watch this last episode of Salt Lake City and the reunion, we will be forced to watch someone on the screen who we just don't want to see no more, okay? Because she's no longer part of the show. I hate that we even have to sit through those scenes, but we do. And I apologize ahead of time, even though it's not my fault. But here we are, okay? Here we are. And if I can not talk about that person, then I will not talk about that person. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm done with traumatic entertainment. I'm done with it. All right. Now, that's all I got for y'all today. That's it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Hit that notification bell button. I hope that you guys were able to check out the South Africa vlog. I'm about to put up another one, I think, with the house tour from South Africa. And that's it, y'all. I have exhausted myself. Somebody said I missed a super chat about Jen. Hold on. Oh, I did. Sorry, Bruce. Jen knows what the charges are, but like Erica, her lawyer advised her not to entertain questions related to her case in the event something can be said, something can be used against her during her trial. Here's the thing. The problem with that is that Jen's lifestyle is going to probably be the biggest piece of evidence that could be used against her, and things that she has said about the money that she has made and about her career. You can say you know what the charges are, but you can also say they're not true. And that's just that, and leave it at that. Everything that they're saying about me, I don't know where this came from. I'm still clueless, and we are trying to figure it all out. Boom. All right. Boom. That at least makes you sound like you know what's going on. You know that you're in some trouble, but you don't know what the charges are. You don't know what the charges are? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, Mountain Kitty, I need to be headed over to your salon so you can do a little dab on this beard right here. Get a little black up in there. Y'all, next time y'all see me, tomorrow. Next time y'all see me, this thing gonna be black, okay? It's gonna be blackety black. Because I like my hair jet black, all right? I do. That's all I got for y'all. That's about it. We'll be back tomorrow with the Ladies Who List review. Okay? With the Ladies Who List review. Get that on out the way. All right. Now, with that being said, y'all know I love y'all. Happy Friday. Do something for you today. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video.